welcome back to Healthy Recipe. We're going to be making today a delicious chickpea soup. We're going to be using a new spice that I got with smoked paprika and chipotle peppers. It's going to be a little bit spicy but sweet at the same time with some sweet potato added in for flavor and thickness. It's going to be totally delicious and super savory. So let's get right to work. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell so every time we upload a new video you get notified for brand new healthy recipes. Alright, so this is what we're using for ingredients. First, olive oil to saute with. I have about 4 or 5 cups of, actually this was probably about 3 cups of chickpeas before they were soaked. They actually expanded, so it's about 3 cups of dried chickpeas that I'm using. Once they expand, they're gonna grow big like this. This is more like probably like 5 or 6 cups because they expand, but I soaked them overnight. I also have a half of sweet potatoes cut into cubes. One thing that I forgot about beans and legumes, if I didn't tell you guys before, is that the reason why you soak them, you dump the water out of them a couple of times, because there's something in beans that's called lectins that's actually really bad for your gut health. Some beans are even poisonous. If you eat them raw, they can actually kill you. So soaking them overnight and throwing the water out and rinsing them is a great idea to get that stuff out that causes like stomach problems with beans. So if you guys always make beans, always try to do that. Either soak them or cook them in a pressure cooker, and that gets rid of the lectins. So olive oil. I'm using the smoky paprika chipotle. It's kind of it's got like some kind of artificial smoke flavor in it. Not artificial, but I think it's got something like besides the paprika as an ingredient. I saw it last time. I think it's some kind of mesquite in it, so it's really smoky. It's got the paprika in it also. Really delicious. It's got chipotle peppers, so it's got a really nice smoky flavor to it. You could use smoked paprika in this place if you don't have this, or a curry or something like that, curry seasoning. These are hot chilies. These are actually Thai chilies, and they're ground up for heat. I have 1 Roma tomato diced, about 3 cups of shredded kale from the garden, and about 1/3 of a cup of cilantro also from the garden. And that's basically all we're going to start with today. We're going to go ahead and start sauteing the garlic and the tomatoes to get it started. Alright, so I have a pot over here, and it's at 275 degrees Fahrenheit, or medium on your stove top. So if it doesn't have, and I put in there 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Once we got the temperature, we're going to go ahead and drop the garlic. I'm just releasing those oils into the pot from the garlic to infuse. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw the tomatoes in. Sweet potatoes next. And the sweet potato is going to add like a thickener in this soup. It's actually going to break down and make it a little bit creamier and sweeter. It works out really well. Go ahead and throw the kale in. All right, once we got everything cooked off nicely and we got that build of the font on the bottom, that's a nice layer of flavor there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the chickpeas, tomato sauce, a little bit of the Thai chili, just a little bit. About 1 tablespoon of this chipotle seasoning. Give it a nice stir. Smells amazing. Smells so good right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop in enough water to cover it, probably about 8 to 10 cups of water. And then as it cooks down, a lot of that water is going to vaporize. So what I'll do is I'll add a little bit more if I have to get it to the consistency where I want. So now we're just going to put a lid on it. I'm going to cook it until the sweet potato breaks down and the chickpeas becomes nice and tender. Alright guys, so I've been cooking these for about an hour now. These actual garbanzo beans were really tough. They're organic and they're from Whole Foods, but they just took a long time to tenderize. Normally they take a lot less, so definitely recommend using maybe an Instapot or something like that if you're making them, if you're in a rush. Otherwise, you're looking at least 1 hour of cook time for them. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my cilantro, just drop that in. There's some nice flavor. Mix it in really good. How beautiful the soup looks. And we are pretty much ready to serve and taste. Alright guys, so here is the finished dish. Look how beautiful that looks. Really brilliant and beautiful colors. Basically ready to eat. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of my little sprouts, microgreens. These are actually broccoli sprouts that I'm growing, and I'm really loving this little hobby because not only do these little sprouts taste amazing, they're loaded with nutrients. Like these broccoli sprouts have hundreds of times more nutrition than the actual broccoli. I grow them in these little containers, and it's been such a fun hobby that makes the dishes look beautiful, and they taste amazing. I'm getting like a super vegetable in every bite with them when I use them as a garnish, so that's amazing. So there it is. There's the finished dish, guys. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification for new updates, and I'll see you really soon on the next one. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this beautiful soup a taste. Wow. It's got a nice sweetness to it. The texture is just perfect. It's meaty, it's hearty. Wow. The freshness of the cilantro cuts right through. The sweetness with some nice freshness. I can taste the broccoli sprouts that add a nice flavor. Wow. Beautiful, delicious soup.